Okay, 1 second. Mobile. So now, today I will show you how to do the routing in the React. Routing is we are now every time going to the app and changing it. You know, we are going to the app and we cannot go to different page. We have to rely on this. We'll change the app to manipulate our uh, coding. That will I create one functionality, then I have to delete all the functionality in the app, and I need to create another one. So let's learn the routing so that we can put everything in different file, and we can call different file whenever from the URL we will call different file. So let's do the routing now. So to do the routing, first we need to install the routing. So to install the routing, we will go to our folder. The 'learn'. I will go to many, and then I'll go to hello world, and I'm here in my folder. Now first step is I will write on the steps. Here is step one. Okay. So I will write down here the steps. We are doing routing in React. So the first step which we have to do, we have to install the routing. So how to install the routing? I will say npm install react dash. Okay, I don't have here right. 1 second. I need to. I have to say react router dash DOM. So this is the application which does the routing, and then I will say minus minus save. What I have to say npm install react router dash DOM, and then I have to save it. So this is way I will create the routing. So this is the first step in the routing, that we have to install the routing in our application. And after we install it, we will use it. So let me run this one, and then we will see how to use it. So I'll say npm install react dash router dash DOM. I will put in the chat also, and then I will say enter. So now it's installing. So once it's installed, we will see how to use it. Okay, now it's installed. Now everybody also install this one before I continue. Let me know once you are done with the installation. Okay, DJ done. Get done. Okay, totally done. So now we are done with installing. So this step is very important. Routing will be used in all the projects. So you have to pay attention and you have to do you have to install this every time. Now what are the steps in the routing? Now first step is done. We install the router. Now second step is we need to define or we will define different routes. You can define this different routes in any component, but we will start with the app.js. So define different routes in any component. So we will work with the main component is our app. We will see how to do it in the uh, app.js, and then we can move to other component also. But right now, just concentrate on the main component where we will be putting. Okay, by mistake, it's interchanged. Okay, so this is my app.js. Now I have to define the routing. So there are different things in the routing. We will do. It will take few days. It will not be done by today because it's a big topic. So let's do the first part. Now to use the routing, I will say import, and then I will use browser router. And what I am importing? Browser router. And I'm renaming it to use in application. I'm renaming it as router. The router is the small word which easily we can use it. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the browser router and renaming it to router. So when I want to use this in my page, I will not call browser router, I will call router. So wherever I want to use the router, I will use this router, not the browser router. Though I'm getting the browser router from the server, from the file node modules, but I'm renaming it to router for my personal use. And here I will say from which application I'm taking it, from react dash router dash DOM, which we just installed. We just installed React Router DOM, and I'm getting one application from that, that is called the browser router, and renaming it to the router, because in this page I will be using it as router. So in the README I will say this is the first step. I call the router from the. I also want to import one more thing, and that thing is called the route. So I'm doing two things. I'm calling router, and I'm calling route. These two things are required. There is one more thing which is also required, but that we will see later. Right now, just remember we need router and we need route. So after I put this statement, we will move further. So now next step for you is to do this one. Just put this in the top of your app.js. I will start npm start to see the effect. So I give you in the chat. If you cannot type it, you can get it from the chat. I'll go to the console log and see if I get any errors. So in the console.log, it's saying router is created but not used. So we will use it now. Once you're done, we will use it. Just put it in the top of your page and then we'll go further. Okay, Tony done. DJ done. Get done. Okay, now the next step is, right now you will see this, I have a div tag. Now I will wrap this div tag with my router. So I will say router, and then in the end I will say router end. So previously I was having a div tag which was wrapping everything. Now I have a router tag which will be wrapping everything. So this router will be wrapping everything inside it, and I am closing this router here. So what is the next step? Third step is wrap main div in app.js file with router tag. So we are creating the router tag and we have div tag inside it, div tag closing, and we have router tag closing. This is a third step. So just do this step. Just add this, wrap the div tag with the router. Okay, so I'm making small steps for you to remember. Later on, you have to remember all the steps and do it once. But right now, I'm going small steps so that you should know what we are doing. Now, what is the purpose of this router? DJ waiting for you. DJ complete. Yeah, DJ done. So, what is the main aim of the routing? So, in the URL, if I type /about, it should open some about page. And if I say home, or if I say nothing, so it should open some home page. If I say /page, it should open some page, whatever say, or I can say contact /contact. So it should open some page with the contact details. So the aim of the routing is we are defining these URLs. So the aim of the routing is like that. We have to define the URLs. So for example, if I want to build these 3 pages, so I should also have these 3 components in my application. So to make these 3 work, I will create 3 components. One will be about, one will be home, one will be the contact. And based on this URL, I will be calling about page, home page, contact page. So what I will do, I will create a new folder I will name it as project 2 in the source. Project 1 is already there. I will not touch that one. I will create project 2. Inside project 2, I will create 3 components. One component will be home.js. One component will be about.js. Third component will be contact.js. So I created 3 components. Now let's open each component and put the code for the component. Sorry. So first one, I will copy the code of component. This is just dummy component. So this is the home component. So I will rename it to home, and here I will say home. I will give you this component code in the chat. If you don't have it, you can take it now. And then I will go to the next component. Next component is the about component. What happened? Why? What happened, DJ? I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, sorry, I missed click. Like I was clicking in the chat, but sorry
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
Okay. So what happened when I open your screen? In between, you have different resolution. So the output which video is I'm getting is very small. Because of your resolution, they are making the video very small.
Oh, okay.
So let me stop the recording.